Woodland Realm has been invaded by the Orcs of Isengard in today's Lord of the Rings clash as Legolas and Thranduil, father and son, have joined forces to get rid of Saruman's evil armies that have invaded his Woodland Realm. But yes, this is a glorious 2v2 here on Dawnless Days Total War, the mod for Attila Total War that takes us back to the world of Middle-earth. I'm sure you guys know already, but we have a glorious 2v2 here as we have two Woodland Realm armies, which I guess they're kind of slightly new factions in the sense that they've had updates. I don't know if they've brought in their new units. They've got we've got a whole bunch of obviously the old units, but I haven't, to be honest, seen, I guess, Sylvan Lookouts. I guess that's a new unit, the Javi unit there. I know some of the units have kind of been altered, like Girthlagor have been, I've had some stats change, stuff like that. But yeah, I don't think actually anyone's brought any of the new units. They've just brought a load of tier 2, to be honest. It's actually quite a low tier army here for the Wood Elves. We've got, yeah, I've generally not seen anything higher than a tier 2. I guess the generals tier 4, and Girthlagor is actually is a tier 2 as well. But yeah, Legolas and also Thranduil are literally the only units that are high tier, quote unquote, with tier 2s. And it'll be interesting to see how this one goes on. Urukai infantry and Berserkers suggest that, you know, Isengard have brought a very good, well, I guess good army, but, you know, professional army in a sense. And yeah, we've got Wyatt and Stormers here. Their army definitely seems vastly better in that sort of category. We've got Grenadiers over here as well. The Wargs getting shot down, focused down here already, which is a good idea. I mean, they are going to be a problem for the Forest Riders here, that's for sure. Wargs really good counter to cavalry. But there you go, look at that Girthlagor getting in there. They managed to actually get some of these mortal bow rabble here in his early stage of this. And that's a great sort of kill to get. I mean, they're a massive unit, our mortal bow rabbles. If you can kill those off, obviously that does a lot of damage to army losses, but also fighting the elves, you know, it's already a pain fighting them because, well, they have so many bows. So yeah, you need to kind of hold on to your own. But here we go. Here's a new unit, Lasgarland Warriors. They have brought some actual tier 3 units as well. I was thinking they must have spent some money somewhere. But yeah, Lasgarland Warriors is a hybrid unit. It's a shock unit and also a bow unit. So that's very good to see them here. We've got a couple of those actually in this front line I'm now seeing now. What else? Yeah, I think this army over here still seems like it's just really tier 2, to be honest. But yeah, they are drilling over here. Is this all one player with his archers here? My gosh, look at the amount of archers this guy's brought. He's got 8 units of range here, 6 bows, 2 crossbows. It's insane. I mean, I guess if you find Woodland Realm, that's fair enough, but I mean, my gosh, that is like an insane amount. Isengard's like infantry is really good. It's his strength. Probably followed up by, like, I guess maybe it's Wargs now, I guess, a little bit. Kind of want to be using those. We've got Dunland Horse Raiders here as well. They're going to be a good counter to the Girthlagor. And yeah, you can see the Sylvan Archers here. They're running back. They're scared of those Dunland Riders. And we're going to see a cavalry clash here, I think, as the Wargs go in and the Forest Riders connect. There you go, the first sort of real combat taking place there. Girthlagor fighting this rabble doesn't really count. But yeah, I was going to say that weakened Warg unit should easily be beaten back. And now, actually, it looks like the Forest Riders kind of winning this fight here a little bit. Might need to go and support that one because actually there's still a fight because it looks like the Forest Riders are losing there. But yeah, here it goes. The Urukai infantry, and they're actually going to get in amongst the archers here. Slow was the Woodland Realm to actually get its infantry forward to sort of cover this line. Shock is now in there. The archers are going to need to fall back so they can operate once again and also just hold the line. Oh, here's some more tier 3. We've got Lasgarland archers. Generally, you cannot see half the Elven armies, and you're also hidden under here. These are a new unit as well, Lasgarland axes. They're a really good unit. They will definitely be holding against the half-orc axes there. And we've got Mog going in. Mog's bodyguards. I don't actually think we've seen Mog yet. I don't think he really... He looks a little different from his bodyguard. Can't remember who Mog is in the world of Lord of the Rings. Someone could probably tell me. But he is absolutely slaughtering these forest sentinels there. Girthlagor going in there, and they are dealing with the bows once again, and you can see they're taking the offensive here. Have the Woodland Realm putting in charges here, scaring off the archers and the crossbows, trying to get in around them. We've got Lurtz as well, really far back. He's a really good target to go for. The Forest Riders here just need to try and run down these archers, let the infantry tie down all the swords and the and they'll be fine. The Sylvan Lookouts there trying to get out of combat. Good to see. This looks a little bit more dangerous over on this flank here. Cav, though, has got into the Grenadiers. They've managed to disengage. They are nearly dead as they try to get away from the Dunlending horse raiders. Gerthlagor, maybe you could say that they pulled through a little bit. Grenadiers have got a few grenades off there as they try to do some damage to the forest axis there, but they're still getting harassed by the Woodland Realms and their cavalry there. Archers still focusing on the bow rabble as well. This is a real sort of area of concern, I guess, for the elves, but as they start to rout here a little bit, the cav is starting to die. Warg should really have pulled out of combat as soon as infantry got in to support that fight. Mog is still winning his fight, as you'd expect. We've got Forest Sentinels so they can start to outflank him and deal with him pretty decisively. Over on this flank over here as well, it looks like they're doing a very good job. I get the cav out of there. It does not need to be in that melee anymore. Cavalry going after Lurtz. As you can see there, they need to be careful not to do any pulling through. Going back into the archers here. It's a good idea. Just keep them tied down to melee, just so they can't shoot. Gives your own archers a bit of an advantage. Spears charging in here into the cross, which should rout them. Looks like they've already taken a lot of damage from archers and maybe potentially from cavalry. Javi's here, the Sylvan Lookouts here. They've been getting some gorgeous shots into the back of these Uruk-hai infantry, as are the archers, to be honest. They need to, because it seems like the forest axis losing to the superior Uruk-hai infantry there. Mog's surrounded, but he doesn't give a damn. He's still killing these elves off. But Half-Orc Axis actually got through the forest axis there. Not bad. Yeah, this fight's still over here on this side, still up in the air on who's going to win this one. Lasgarland Warriors out of ammo, now in the melee with their big double-handed swords, slashing through the shields of the Uruk-hai infantry there. Actually, they're not out of ammo, they still have ammo. Guessing they had to go to melee, I guess needs must when you're kind of short on infantry. More shock going in there, supporting the ally now. This is the other player is over here now supporting very, very nice. Mog is starting to rout. That army might be soon finished. We'll see. Enemy general dead. There you go. I think Mog has gone before Lurtz as well, who's still getting hounded by cavalry over here. Thranduil's also over here as well. It's still pretty healthy. Looks like he's running down units. What's he running down here? Uruk-hai archers. Very nice. The battle is certainly turning in the favor of the Woodland Realm. Thranduil there, he should help mop up that Lurtz there. And you'd imagine with Lurtz then being killed off in a moment, the Uruks here will probably break very soon. Morale is even more important now in Dawnless Days than it's ever been before. I'd still say if your elves and dwarves, you're still pretty good without generals, but certainly some of the other factions like Manish and Orcish factions, you need your generals for your morale, otherwise you're probably mass routing. And there you go, yeah, with Lurtz routing. I don't think he died. We have a victory there, and that is a decisive victory, actually, which it probably was, actually, for the elves. I wasn't say necessarily the closest one in the world we've ever seen, but it's still a fun battle nonetheless to check out. And nice to see, some of the new units. Woodland Realm's my favorite faction. I always love covering Woodland Realm. But yeah, Thranduil and Legolas doubling up together, father and son duo. And it's a winning duo, that's for sure. But yeah, this is sent in by Vinay. He was playing as the Woodland Realm. So thank you very much. He's playing a Thranduil's army here, getting 232 kills with the Elven King. And then he's got Shark here getting 171 kills, 138. His axes took a bit of a pummeling, but still did pretty solid, 73 kills. Archers, obviously, being so important. Bringing the really cheap archers as well, so he could spend his money elsewhere. But even still, just brought a large tier 2 army, generally. At 263 kills, 212, 227, then 272 kills with the Forest Riders and 442 kills with the Forest Riders. I mean, the aim for the Woodland Realm was to kill off Isengard's cav and then just use their own cav to just great effect, which they did. Then we have Mati Mate, brought a slightly more elite army, but still a pretty large army nonetheless. But yeah, some slightly more elite shock in the Lasgarland Warriors, which performed pretty solidly. 141 kills, 147. Legolas getting 250 kills. The Forest Sentinels 101. Same as the Forest Axes there. Then his Lasgarland Axes 154 kills. And his Archers doing a little bit less well, but still doing pretty solid, 120 kills. Gerthlagor here, 600 kills pretty much. It's insane. Forest Riders, 180 kills, 142. Then we have Tom Zach. I'm probably butchering that name, just do apologize. Playing as Isengard, 110 kills to the Stormers here is pretty solid. I mean, he's fighting elves, so his kills are going to be lower, but still, yeah. His infantry's got blitz. He brought so many archers, and I think that's just a wrong move, to be honest. Don't try and match Woodland Realm for what they're good at. Just try and get into, like, you're doing better bringing a lot more infantry, just trying to rush Woodland Realm and force all these units into melee. They were pretty much all engaged. Woodland Realm looked pretty thin in some areas, like trying to hold the line. Just trying to overwhelm with with mid-tier units, and that's what Woodland Realm did to this army in particular, because it had just so few infantry units. That would have been a much more better use of their time. Also bringing wargs instead of the horse raiders would have been a better idea. And we have Omicro playing as the other Isengard army, bringing Mog, getting 112 kills with him. He did pretty solid. Berserker's 15 kills. I mean, that's pretty rough to see there. I mean, I would have just mobilized more wargs. Like this guy brought 4. I would have brought 4 if I was Tom Zach as well, and just tried to like outnumber the enemy with cavalry, and like the wargs are so cheap as well. 60 kills with the Grenadiers, which is actually kind of surprising they got that many. Be like 84 kills with the Stormers, 82 kills with the Half-Orc Axes. I mean, hard to get huge kills against the Elves, but yeah, a fun fight nonetheless. Maybe not the closest we've ever seen in the world, but yeah, unfortunately didn't have masses of time to get a video out, a long one out, so I thought I'd just cover this really short one that I got sent in. But if you do have any more Dawnless Days replays, do send them in. I'm kind of running out a little bit recently. We had a flurry, but I need some more sieges, guys. So if you've got them, do send them into my Discord. The link is down below in the description. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video and want to see more Dawnless Days, you know what to do. Hit that like button, subscribe, comment, all that shenanigans. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss out. But until next time, I'll see you folks in the next one. Bye for now.